Okay, hello Ace family. We had the opportunity to break apart a Graco paint sprayer for someone's paint project, and I thought it would be a good chance to kind of show you how everything goes together. So some of the components. Again, these are super nice. This is the handheld version. They've got bigger ones for 5-gallon buckets, very industrial ones, but the smaller sprayers are nice because it speeds up the paint project a lot more than brushing it by hand. So if you're doing trim or you're doing a door, just something smaller, it's easy just to go ahead, plug it in, spray, and be good to go. There's different models that are available, but anyway, I just thought I'd show you the basics just so you had kind of an idea of how the components go together. So there's these plastic cups that actually hold the paint, and it'll make sense once the paint goes in there why those are necessary. But on the gun itself, you've got a dial that controls how thick the paint is, essentially how strong the motor pumps. So it's going to be on a lighter setting for something like stain that's thin. On something thick like cabinet trim paint, probably going to have it cranked all the way up. You've got replaceable tips here that just pop right out, and then right here we've got a purge, and then we've got a spray function. So once everything's together, we can go ahead and pour the paint in. One thing when we're selling these is these are well worth the money. Great. So as far as add-on sales that are necessary when someone's buying a paint gun, a Graco paint sprayer, this is well worth the money, because to try to dump paint out of a gallon is not very easy to do, and this saves from spilling quite a bit of paint, and just ultimately saves some product in the can. So what happens is we actually take the lid off of the paint here, and I'm going to throw this on because it is absolutely awesome to do. Then you have a little spout. Then what we're going to do is pour it in. You can move a little closer. I don't know how easy that is to see. I don't trust this thing yet, so I'm just going to... So on thicker paints, this is a lot thicker than the primer was. Geez. It's going to help if I do the air here. Okay. That's a lot better. So on thicker paints, a lot of them that we have thin with water, when you're talking about Clark & Kensington, Royal, Benjamin Moore, the oil base are usually going to thin with just a paint thinner, and that what they thin with usually determines how well they clean too. So what I mean by how well they clean is this is Clark & Kensington's cabinet and trim paint, and it's going to clean with hot soapy water, whereas the like an oil base is probably going to require paint thinner to go through the sprayer. So once that's in there, we're just going to go ahead, screw this together. You're good. You're good. Come on the other side of me. Okay. Now that the paint's in here, now all we have to do is purge this. So this lets out the air, and see if we can point the camera kind of in here. There's a little pinhole in here, so I'm going to tilt this, and I'm just going to squeeze the air out so that there's no air, and this allows the paint gun to spray upside down in all different directions. So there's no more air coming out of this. I'm going to go ahead and flip it. Now it's ready to spray. So now you kind of have a general idea of how those work. Not saying that's a complete overview, but hopefully that'll help us get proper recommendations for an extension cord, maybe a funnel, and then some more of these definitely come in handy. So thanks. Let me know if you have any questions.